Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to continue answering Algebra 1 Regent for June 2018, Part 2. Now, second part, question number 25, graph the function if x for equal to square root for x plus 2 over the domain from -2 to 7. So x is equal or more than -2 and less or equal 7. So how to do that? First, I have to set up a table. So here is the x value, here is the y value. So I have to start by -2. -2 plus 2 is 0, square root for 0 is 0. -1 plus 2 is 1, square root for 1 is 1. 0 is 2, radical 2 is irrational, so I'm going to skip it. 1 is the same, so 2 plus 2 is 4, square root for 4 is 2. After that, 7 is going to be 9, square root for 9 is 3. So I took the rational numbers. Now I'm going for the x and y axis. So when x was -2, it was 0. Okay. And where it was -1, it was 1. When it was 2, it was 2. And when it was 3, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it was 3. After that, I have to connect this line. And by the way, this point and that point should be this point and that point should be solid since they are part of the solution. Now, Caleb claims that the order pairs shows are nonlinear. So if it's nonlinear, I'm not going to have the same rate of change. So here is 1, here it's 2, here it's 1, here it's 4, here it's 1, here it's 8. So it doesn't follow the same rate of change. So what it is, it's exponential one, because if you look here, it's multiplying by 2, multiplying by 2. So in that case, A is correct, it's nonlinear, because the rate of a change is, it doesn't have a regular rate of a change, but it's a exponential function because it's multiple for 2. Question number 27. When you observe that nearest tens, so the better way to use the quadratic formula, x equal to -b plus or minus square root 4b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And in that case, it's -1 plus or minus square root for 1 square, -4 times 1 times -5 divided by 2 times 1, which is going to be -1 plus or minus square root for 21 over 2. After that, I use a calculator to find it to the nearest tens. Okay, so one time with the plus, one time with the minus for the plus. Okay, so 21 square root is 4.582 plus -1 giving us 3582 divided by 2. So when I use a plus 1, it comes 1, and he said to the nearest tens, so I'm going to write it's 1.79. 1.79. When I round it, it's going to give me 1.8. Now I'm going to do the same. Square root 1 square root minus 1 divided by 2. So this one negative 2.79. When I round it, it's negative 2.8. Okay, so that's for that question. Question number 28. Now, you want to graph this function on that graph. So first I have to know the type of transformation. It's x plus 2, so x equal to negative 2. So it moves to the left by 2 units. So this, I'm going to move the all the unit 2 unit to the left. All the easy point to use. The same here. So I'm taking the point that in the grids. After that, I'm going to connect them. That's the movement because I have a left shift. Question number 29. Now we want to determine the number of the second it takes to land to the ground. Means 0. So I'm working to do it with 0. Minus 256. Minus 256. So giving me negative 16t squared equal to negative 258. Divided by negative 16. So t squared equal to should be 16. Taking the square root, so t equal to plus or minus 4. I'm accepting the positive value because there is no time in negative. Because there is no time in negative. Okay. Question number 30. Now solve the equation below algebraically to find the exact value for x. The first step, when I have a fraction, I always like to multiply the whole equation by the denominator. So I'm multiplying the whole equation by 3. So it's giving me 18 minus 2 x plus 5 equal to 12x. Now I distribute 18 minus 2x minus 10 equal to 12x. I added 2x, so 8 equal to 14x. I divide by 14, so x equal to, I can simplify to 4 over 7. 4 over 7. And you can check backward your work. If I want to check, so 4 over 7 plus 35 over 7, that's the 5, by 2 over 3 minus 6, so that's 39 over 7 times 2 over 3, 6 minus, so I can say that's going to be divided by c, that's 13, so that's 26 over 7. Okay, and the 6 is 42 over 7. Now it's going to give me 16 over 7. Now when I'm 4 over 7 times 4 is giving me 16 over 7. That's how I check my work. Question number 31. Is it rational or irrational? First, the square root for 16 is 4 times 4 over 7, giving me 8 over 16 over 7. So it's rational because the product of rational times rational giving me rational. So radical 16 is rational, 7 over 4 is rational. So multiplying the product for both of them is rational. Now, this is piecewise function. He wanted to graph it. So here, what happened? I have split for the domain. One for x less than 2, one for x is more than or equal to. Here is x, here is y, here is x, here is y. So I'm plugging, let's say for example, I'm going to take by 2 because the numerator is there 2, so I'm going to 0, negative 2. That's less than 2. Why pick up with the 2? The 2 is going to be open or hollow circle because it's the end of my domain. So negative half times 2 is negative 1, 0, negative 2 times negative 1 is going to give me 1. Now I'm going to use the other one, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So I'm going over there at 2, it was negative 1. I'm going to leave it hollow, 0, 0, and negative 2 and 1. And I'm going to draw it like that. For the other one, it was 2 and 2, and that's going to be the solid 3, 3, 4, 4, and I'm going to do it like that. Okay, that's the end of part 2. Wish you understood. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.